Okay guys, आज चाहिँ हामी जू जाँदैछौँ अस्ट्रेलियाको सबैभन्दा ठुलो साउथ अस्ट्रेलियाको सबैभन्दा ठुलो जू होइन आज?
यो त अलमोस्ट अस्ट्रेलियाकै ठुलो
होला?
के गरेर
I don't know. अस्ट्रेलियाकै सबैभन्दा ठुलो जू जाँदैछौँ. Let's see. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. So last summer we had the incredible opportunity to visit Monarto Safari Park in South Australia, and it was a day filled with adventure, wildlife settings and unforgettable memories. So join us as we take you on a virtual tour of our safari experience.
purchase ticket, and member only purchase can be purchase the ticket. Hello. Hello.
Hi. As we entered the park, we were greeted by the breathtaking beauty of the natural landscape. With wide open plains and towering trees, Monarto Safari Park felt like a slice of Africa right here in Australia. And our first stop was the cheetah enclosure, where we were unlucky enough to see the glimpse of any cheetahs displayed on the wall. And cheetahs are also known for their distinctive golden yellow coats with black spots. So these patterns also help them to camouflage in various habitats, from dense forests to savannas, and that could be the reason we were unable to locate them. So it's a disappointment.
चिता हेर्न आएको भरे कहीँ देखिन
चितुवा नै देखेनौँ. सो
कता लुकिरहेछ होला, घाम लागिरहेछ, सेटतिर होला कि कतै.
I am a little bit disappointed now. मलाई अब अलिकति झलान थाल्यो. अब हामी राइनो हेर्न जान्छौँ. So the next stop was the rhino enclosure, and we were lucky enough to catch a glimpse of the magnificent creature. And despite the massive size, rhinos exude a sense of grace as they roam their habitat. And rhino face significant threats, including habitat loss, poaching for their hunts, and human-wildlife conflict. And the species of rhinos are classified either endangered or critically endangered by IUCN, and with some populations on brink of extinction as well. Many wildlife parks and reserves such as Monarto Safari Park, they play a vital role in rhino conservation, and they also help raising awareness and supporting the research and participating in breeding programs, just to ensure that the survival of these icon animals. And observing rhinos in places like Monarto Safari Park also provided us with a unique opportunity to appreciate these magnificent creatures, and we learned about the challenges they face in the wild. I myself belong to a country where we had abundance of wildlife, but they were captivated. They had habitat loss and poaching for their hunts, and they had the human and wildlife conflict. So much is going on. But having to visit places like Monarto Safari Park, I really appreciate their conservation efforts and ensuring the survival of these iconic species for future generations like us, and the future generations for future as well. So now we are heading towards seeing chimpanzees. They are one of our closing living relatives in the animal kingdom, sharing about 98% of our DNA. And if we talk about the intruding facts about the similarities and shared behavior between humans and chimpanzees, they do have emotional intelligence like humans. Chimpanzees also display wide range of emotions like us, and they can comfort each other, console grieving. They don't have a language like humans, but they do communicate through a variety of vocalization, gestures, and facial expressions, and they to convey their information. And they do have problem solving nature as well. Both humans and chimpanzees within their groups chimpanzees are adept problem solvers. They can observe their environment and navigate the complex situations and overcome obstacles, adapting with the changes in the nature. And as mentioned earlier, humans share about 98% of their DNA with chimpanzees, so making them our closest living relatives.
एटलिस्ट चिम्पेन्जी चाहिँ देख्यो अलिकति भए पनि अलिकति भए पनि चिम्पान्जी देखेँ ठिकै भयो एटलिस्ट केही देखेँ
भाग्यो भाग्यो फेरि अब अर्को बस चढ्दै अहिलेसम्म हामी 3टा बस चढिसक्यो बेबीको चस्मामा म देखिरहेको छु We are moving towards our next destination, and we observed some deers resting or seeking shelter under the trees, and this can be a common sight, especially during the hot weather, because deer often seek shelter under the trees to cool down and to protect themselves from the sun. And encountering these wild animals in the safari parks or in the natural reserves where they can roam freely, visitors like us, we can often observe them grazing, socializing, and engaging in other typical behaviors. And we also encountered some ostriches. They were also grazing, and we all know that ostriches are the largest birds in the world, and they are also known for their long necks, distinctive features, and impressive speed. And they can be seen gracefully striding across the savanna or foraging for their food. And we also came across these animals. They resemble deer but isn't actually a deer, and they have distinctive features such as short antlers and elongated canine teeth and a breaking call they use to communicate. And they often inhabit in dense forests and wooded areas, but in Monarto Safari Park they are seeking shelter under this tent. We also came across these giraffes. They are truly iconic creatures of African savanna, and they can be instantly recognizable by their long necks and distinctive spotted coat patterns. And we all know that giraffes, they hold the title of the tallest land animals on earth, with their long neck, which can be up to 6 feet long. They are primarily used for reaching the high level trees for their food source, but here in safari they are provided with the grasses and everyone is feeding on that. And giraffes are also social animals and often live in loose herds. They have complex social structures and they communicate through various behaviors, including vocalization, body language, and even low frequency sounds that are beyond the range of human hearing. And we also came across these zebras. They are stunning animals known for their striking black and white stripes, which make them instantly recognizable. And because I have not encountered any giraffes in person, having to see them from the windows of our bus was absolutely breathtaking experience. Whether it's on safari in Africa or in wildlife reserve like this, having to encounter all the animals that are in wild and having to see them enjoying and experiencing the habitat as similar as it could be in the wild is absolutely breathtaking experience for us to watch as a visitor. So we also came across hyenas. They are remarkable animals with diverse range of species and adaptations, from the iconic spotted hyena to elusive adder wolf. Each species contributes to the intricate web of life in their prospective habitat. And finally, we came to see these wild cats. And experiencing lions at Monarto Safari Park can be an unforgettable adventure. As we entered the lion habitat, we were immediately immersed in the sight and sounds of the African savannah. We felt like I was in the African savannah. And we drive through the park in a closed safari vehicle, and we spotted two lions basking in the golden sunlight, and their majestic presence commanded attention by every one of us inside the bus. And the guide also accompanied us by providing the fascinating insights about the behaviors and ecology of these majestic big cats. And we also learned about the social structures of the lion prides and the territory while lioness work together to hunt for food, but we couldn't find we could see the lioness was not there. And as the safari came to an end, the privilege of witnessing these iconic animals in their natural environment was very emotional. And seeing these animals up close at Monarto Safari Park is not just a sightseeing excursion, it's a profound and immersive experience that fosters a deep connection to the nature and the natural world. And at the end of the safari tour, we also spotted the cheetah that we were unable to spot at the very first beginning of our Monarto Safari Park journey. So after visiting Monarto Safari Park, I want to express the emotions and appreciation for the park's conservation effort. I feel very overwhelmed by the experience of seeing these majestic animals up close, and express gratitude for the opportunity to witness them in their natural habitat. And visiting the safari park like these can increase awareness and understanding of the importance of the conservation efforts to protect these endangered species. And the experience of seeing the lions and all the other wildlife animals in their natural environment have definitely inspired me to take action to support the conservation efforts. And certainly visitors like us play a crucial role in the conservation effort of Monarto Safari Park, and the park relies on the support to continue the mission of protecting and preserving these wildlife. Visitors support by paying for the admission tickets, participating in guided tours, and purchasing merchandise for or the food for the park, or the food at the park. And visitors also provide the essential financial support that helps to fund the conservation initiatives, and these funds are used to maintain habitats, provide veterinary care for these animals, and support research projects and implementation of the conservation programs. And Monarto Safari Park also educate visitors about the importance of wildlife conservation. While we were in the bus, it was a guided tour. We were provided with educations how the animals were in their natural habitat, and we learned so much about the habitats, behaviors, and the conservation status of the animals in the park. And Monarto Safari Park also offer volunteering programs that allow people to directly contribute to the conservation efforts, and volunteers can assist with animal care, they can assist with habitat maintenance, education programs, and fundraising events. Visitors like us, we play a very much vital role for the conservation through the financial support, education and awareness, and participating in volunteering and advocacy can contribute to protection and preservation of these kind of wildlife for future generations to enjoy. And thank you so much for watching my video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.